President Buhari receives Ekiti governor-elect, says things are getting better for governing APC.
I appreciate governors, how they mobilize themselves, the APC governors, and supported you. I'm very, very impressed with the people, how they orderly and patiently waited for their turn to vote.
Federal High Court orders INEC to continue registration of voters beyond June 30th deadline.
Kano Ultra Modern Cancer Treatment Center to begin operation soon.
I've already briefed Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, and he has promised to be here in 2 months' time in order to commission this all-important project.
On Good Morning Nigeria today, we shall examine new regulations for online platforms in Nigeria.
Following concerns pertaining to the negative use of online platforms in Nigeria that tends to undermine the nation's security, the federal government issued a code of practice to regulate activities.
Now, according to the agency responsible for overseeing such platforms, that is the National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA, the new set of regulations is an intervention intended to recalibrate the relationship of online platforms with Nigerians as a way of maximizing benefits for the country and promoting sustainable digital economy.
And above all, the regulation is to protect fundamental human rights of Nigerians and non-Nigerians living in the country, as well as define guidelines for interacting on the digital ecosystem.
Now, the agency, that's NIDA, said the action is in tandem with its mandate contained in Section 6 of the NIDA Act 2007, and that the action is also in line with international best practices as obtainable in democratic nations.
Now, the code of practice, according to the agency, was developed in collaboration with Nigerian Communications Commission, National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA, National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, and input from interactive computer service platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google, TikTok, among others.
Now, the new set of regulations is divided into 5 parts, and they provide that all unlawful or harmful content should be taken down within 24 hours on demand, and register also all legal entities with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and that they will pay taxes and appoint country representatives, provide information to the Nigerian government on harmful accounts, troll groups, and delete all information that violates Nigerian law.
Well, Kinsley, if you ask me, I would think this is a development in the right direction.
No question about that.
Considering what we see on platforms in Nigeria.
That's right. There's no question about that. There has to be some form of regulation.
Exactly.
There have to be boundaries,
exactly,
as it were. We do know that the jurisprudence around cyberspace had been growing over the years,
exactly,
and various countries have come to realize the harmful effects of an uncontrolled cyber environment as well as content.
And many countries, indeed, they started early enough, because visioning, what could be the result of indiscriminate use of platforms, they took action, and Nigeria is keen into it now.
That's right.
Well, in addition, the platforms must create awareness on misinformation and disinformation while abiding by Nigerian laws.
Well, we have to go back again and ask the question, what is the rationale for coming up with the code of practice at this time? Now, is the action belated? But Kira and I just say now that it isn't, but we are going to have experts who will drill further into that question. Now, how will the code of practice promote sustainable digital ecosystem? Now, will it also address ultimately misinformation and disinformation, as well as the menace of fake news? These are some of the questions we intend to put forward to our guests as we discuss the new regulations for online platforms in Nigeria. It's Good Morning Nigeria, and welcome to the program on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. I'm Kingsley Osadolo.
And I'm Kirian Umar, also welcoming you to the show. We are reaching you from our headquarters studios in Abuja, the nation's capital. We'll expect our complimentary segments in the course of today's package. For now, here is the morning news with Frama Pani. Good morning, Frama.
Good morning, Kieran. Good morning, Kingsley. Good morning, Nigerians. Here is the morning news. President Muhammadu Buhari says things are getting better for the governing APC to the build-up of the 2023 general elections. This was while receiving in audience the governor-elect of Ekiti State, Abiodun Ayobami Oyebanji.
Mr. President, your untiring effort to reposition our party is paying up. We faced an election fair and square. We did our best. The results showed up.
We remain grateful to Almighty Allah for making victory our lot. So it's our pleasure to be here to present the governor-elect so that His Excellency the President will know him first hand.
The governors, how they mobilize themselves, the APC governors, and supported you. I'm very, very impressed with the people, how they orderly and patiently waited for their turn to vote, and how they voted you, how they voted our party. The party activities of recent have been very encouraging. Congratulations, Chairman. You are a very lucky man. You came on board when things are getting better. And I hope you will sustain it.
British High Commission has congratulated people of Ekiti State for their peaceful and democratic participation in the governorship election held 18th June 2022. In a statement, the Commission noted commendable improvements in the electoral process, especially better functioning of the biometric voters accreditation system, BVAS, and commended INEC, security agencies, civil society partners, and all stakeholders for their collective efforts in the successful conduct of the poll under the new Electoral Act of 2022. The Commission also raised concerns on reports of vote buying and encouraged Nigerians to register and collect their PVCs and participate actively in the political process. The statement assured Nigerians of the UK government's continuous assistance to INEC and partners to deliver peaceful, credible, and inclusive election in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the Federal High Court in Abuja has restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission from ending voter registration on June 30th, 2022. Justice Mobolaji Olajuwon gave the order in an interim application following the hearing of an argument on motion ex parte instituted by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP. SERAP and 185 concerned Nigerians had early this month filed the lawsuit against INEC, asking the court to declare unconstitutional, illegal, and incompatible with international standards the failure of the electoral body to extend the deadline for voter registration to allow eligible Nigerians to exercise their rights. The suit is adjourned to 29th June 2022 for the hearing of the motion on notice. The suit followed by the decision by INEC to extend the deadline for the conduct of primaries by political parties by 6 days from June 3rd to June 9th. But the Commission failed to also extend the online pre-registration, which ended May 30th, 2022, and the continuous voter registration ending June 30th, 2022. SERAP also asked the court for an order of mandamus to direct and compel INEC to extend voter registration by a minimum of 3 months and take effective measures to ensure that eligible Nigerians are able to register to exercise their right to vote in the 2023 general elections. Now, prosecutors and women judges are in Abuja to evolve the best ways of prosecuting gender-based violence in the country. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, lamented that sexual offences and violence against persons are severe human rights violations, yet prevalent in the society.
It is general knowledge that sexual offences and violence against women are severe human rights violations, yet they remain widespread in our society.
It is also intended to sensitize judges and other justice sector stakeholders as to the crucial roles they play towards the eradication of this menace.
In this light, in all of the judicial and different stakeholder organization justice can't really be discharged without investigation and prosecution.
Sequel to a recent call by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on professionals, particularly professionals in politics, to engage government more on its activities and policies, the Vice President received one of such professional bodies, the Nigerian Institute of Architects, which is offering to assist government achieve its aims on infrastructure development.
We are like some sort of a pressure group to focus or to give government a focus on the things that they have said they would do, and also see how, rather than sit back and criticize them, see how we can contribute towards helping them achieve some of these goals and objectives that they've set for themselves in the overall interest of Nigerians. And it's a situation where if the economy is better, it's not just the people in government or the politicians that benefit, it trickles down to every sector of the economy.
First Lady of Nigeria and President of the African First Ladies Peace Mission, Aisha Buhari, has expressed satisfaction with the level of work done at the Permanent Secretariat of the AFLPM in Abuja, which is currently under construction. This came to light when she paid a inspection visit to the site to ascertain the level of work done, challenges, and the way forward towards accomplishment.
We are on target, which is to deliver the project by end of January 2023. We are following the program of work designed to reach this date. Now we have around reached around 20% of the progress overall, and we are following the same report to complete by 2023 January.
And for this particular project belonging to the Africa First Ladies Peace Mission to be sited in Abuja, I'm sure you will agree with me, has given effect to that perception of Nigeria as the capital of corporate Africa. This we are very happy, and hopefully we look forward to making Nigeria a pride nation that will host a secretariat for the African Ladies Peace Mission.
Kano Ultra-Modern Cancer Treatment Center is expected to take off by the end of August this year. Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje stated this during an inspection visit to the site of the project.
The sensitive equipment, Your Excellency, are almost completely around the farm. We have already briefed Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, and he has promised to be here in 2 months' time in order to commission this all-important project.
And that's the news for now. Good Morning Nigeria continues with Kingsley and Kieran after this break.
Every one of us is affected by the circulation of illicit small arms and light weapons in our communities. Our beloved ones, breadwinners, Farmlands and livelihoods are lost. Our homes are lost. Even young children are not left out. These weapons cause pains and sufferings, devastating our societies. It is our collective duty as every Nigerian stakeholder, religious or community leaders, traditional rulers, or civil societies, and at every level of governance to work with security agencies to stop the proliferation of illicit arms. We must shun the trafficking or possession of illicit arms. We must reject any inducement to help in its transportation. We must report all suspected individuals or groups involved in the smuggling or stockpiling of small arms and light weapons or illicit arms to the nearest security agency for prosecution, as our government is very determined to end this menace. Let us come together and work for safe and secure Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons.
Wake the champion in your child. Give them energy to go further. Milo Active Go, the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps wake up the champion in your child. Milo!
I find the strength I need every time that I look into your eyes. I know the worry, cause I know that you did by my side. And if I fall away, right in the midst of all my hour, you know that I am for my while. Oh, you always there for me. No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. Show up for me every day, no matter when I show you. You show me love, you show me love.
The broadcast media ecosystem is dynamic and requires continuous training for practitioners to perform optimally. NTA Television College, Jos, invites relevant officers to the following specially packaged training programs. Intermediate online news reporting skills, date 13th July to 5th August 2022, 4 weeks. Sports coverage and reporting skills in the mass media, date 13th July to 22nd July 2022, 2 weeks. Basic camera operation techniques, date 1st August to 26th August 2022, 4 weeks. Advanced broadcast accounting and auditing, date 15th August to 9th September 2022, 4 weeks. Transmitter operations and maintenance, date 22nd August to 26th August 2022, 1 week. Workforce intelligence, key to organizational effectiveness and efficiency, date 5th September to 16th September 2022, 2 weeks. The course fee for 1 week courses is 100,000 naira per participant. The fee for 2 weeks courses is 150,000 naira, while the course fee for 4 weeks courses is 180,000 naira only, accommodation inclusive. The venue for all courses is the serene and secure environment of NTA Television College near Old Government House, Rayfield, Jos. For more inquiries, please call 0803-795335 or 0806-980-9807. NTA TV College, Jos, training you to be the best you want to be. To every politician, as the campaigns gain momentum and passions begin to rise, remember, the errors of your opponents do not make you a success. Do not run down your opponent and inflame passions to violence between and among your supporters. What counts is what you plan to do for the electorate and how you intend to relieve the sufferings and bring succor. Nigeria is in dire need of patriotic leaders at all levels. Leaders who will make national development their priority. Concentrate on telling the electorate what you intend to do when you get into office. Focus on making your vision clear to the electorate. Don't engage in verbal abuses, fake news or spins. Keep dealing with issues that will bring progress. You win the hearts and minds of the people by being above board, by being civil, patriotic, and showing empathy. Let's join hands to make the 2023 elections peaceful. A message from the National Orientation Agency.
All right, we thank you for staying with us on Good Morning Nigeria. Now time for business. And so let's join Comfort Amodu for details.
Discussions at the maiden edition of the Nigerian Employers Summit was focused on the needs to establish a national platform for strengthening youth employment through skills development and promotion of made-in-Nigerian goods. To this end, the federal government is of the view that for faster recovery of the Nigerian economy, the business community should reinvest proceeds of their businesses into the economy for more jobs.
He said, as we make profits, let us plow back such profits and create and retain jobs. As the cost of production rises, consequently causing a rise in the cost of goods and services, there is a justifiable consideration that we should equally, as government, try to, by tax credit and other forms of support, ensure that companies are alive so that the social protection flow is not compromised.
The summit made far-reaching decisions aimed at deepening fiscal and monetary policies for enterprise growth and steps towards stronger partnership between the private and public sector with business news, comfort and model.
Many thanks, Comfort, for the business package on Good Morning Nigeria. Up next for us is newspaper review.
All right, it's time to welcome our newspaper reviewer, Bayat Good to have you back.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning, Kinsley. Good morning, Nigeria. Good to see you too.
All right, we have 3 papers. You got 2. I have 1. Yeah.
All right, let's begin with the leadership newspaper. Adamu evasive over Lawan Akpabio senatorial tickets. That's on page 7. 7 years after opposing President Buhari's election, Urubebe joined APC. The story is on page 6 of leadership newspaper. What energy crisis looms over global supply shortfall? Keys return as Ipman shuts stations. 85 days after Kaduna train attack, 50 remaining hostages threatened by snakes, scorpions, 9 feared dead. We're working on rescuing them, according to the federal government. The story is on page 4. Now, Abdul Salami hospitalized in London, discharged. Details on page 8. Court stops INEC from closing voter registration. It's also found on page 6. Now, Ekiti governor-elect decries involvement in vote buying. It's also on page 6. Now, let's turn to The Nation. The Nation newspaper. All right, I hope you can see that the Nation newspaper above the nameplate. 50 Kaduna train captives sick, dying. Negotiator worried. That's on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Attack on churches. Bandits seek 100 million.